Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 2-3 ball, bosu and weights class. You can't see my weights. The weights and the bosu are completely optional. So the one thing you do need for this class is a ball, but if you don't have the other two, then don't worry about it. So if you don't have a bosu ball, whenever I cue bosu, you'll just do whatever the move is without the bosu. So it will either just be you'll end up standing on the floor or you do a plank on the floor. It's the same with the weights. If you don't want to use weights, you just ignore the fact that I'm using weights and you do a body weight, or you can grab some soup cans or some water bottles or whatever you've got at home. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like, oh, there's a horse coming down the street, I think. If you like these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. I really do enjoy hearing from you. We are going to get started today in a plank position. If you have a bosu ball, we're going to be using the bosu ball to start. So it'll be face down, so round side, hello. It'll be round side down and your hands will be on the bosu. If you don't have a bosu, you could start with your hands on the ball, or you could just do a regular plank. Starting in a plank pose. If you're using a bosu, your hands will be on the ball. If not, your hands are just on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, engage through your legs, lengthen through the spine. So it's as if you're standing on the ground, except your hands are on the floor. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. You're going to ground down through your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, float your right leg float your right leg up behind you, and then inhale, set it down. Exhale, float your left leg, and then inhale, set it down. Exhale the right. Inhale, set it down. Exhale the left. Inhale, set it down. We're going to go for 8 more on each side. Try and unlock your elbows. Lengthen the space between your ears and your shoulders. Come back to plank pose, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to make our way into a forward fold. So you'll walk your hands back towards your feet. If you're using the bosu, you're going to turn around. If you're not using a bosu, you'll just walk straight back out into plank. Bosu people, your feet are coming on the ball, nice and wide. We're going to switch this out. We're going to turn this into shoulder taps. So once again, set up your plank. Now you'll ground down through the right foot slightly as you take your right hand, tap it to your left shoulder. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left hand, right shoulder. Inhale, set it down. We'll do 9 more on each side. One more each side. We're going to come back into a downward facing dog. Start to walk your hands all the way back to the feet. If you're on the bosu, you're going to come into a forward fold on the bosu. Everybody inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, forward fold. 1 more. 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5 more. 6 more. 7 more. 8 more. 9 more. 10 more. 11 more. 12 more. 13 more. 14 more. 15 more. 16 more. 17 more. 18 more. 19 more. 20 more. 21 more. 22 more. 23 more. 24 more. 25 more. 26 more. 27 more. 28 more. 29 more. 30 more. 31 more. 32 more. 33 more. 34 more. 35 more. 36 more. 37 more. 38 more. 39 more. 40 more. 41 more. 42 more. 43 more. 44 more. 45 more. 46 more. 47 more. 48 more. 49 more. 50 more. 51 more. 52 more. 53 more. 54 more. 55 more. 56 more. 57 more. 58 more. 59 more. 60 more. 61 more. 62 more. 63 more. 64 more. 65 more. 66 more. 67 more. 68 more. 69 more. 70 more. 71 more. 72
One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. You're going to draw up the spine, come all the way to standing. We'll take some modified sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands to the floor, walk yourself all the way out. If you're not using a bosu, you can definitely just come into your regular sun salutations. You're going to shift forward, bend the elbows, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, walk the hands back, downward facing dog. All the way to your forward fold. Sorry, my bad. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, roll yourself to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make your way to a plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, everybody comes to stand. We'll do one more like this, and then we're going to add the ball. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And then as you exhale, hands find the floor, walk yourself into a plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Walk yourself back to your bosu ball. And then come all the way to standing. I'm just going to reposition myself so that I'm not going downhill. You're going to grab your ball. So hopefully you had it nice and close to you. You're still going to be standing on your bosu. Your hands are now going to be on your ball as you come to standing. It'll be interesting. I don't have enough room above me. As you inhale, you'll reach your hands up towards the sky or until they hit the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you'll forward fold. You're going to walk yourself all the way out into a plank. So if you're using both, your feet are going to be on the bosu and your hands are going to be on the ball. We're going to hold here in a plank. We're going to hold for 5 more breaths. And then you're slowly going to walk yourself all the way back up to standing. Inhale, you're going to come into a chair pose, sweep the arms forward, squeeze the ball with the hands. And then as you exhale, ball finds the floor. Bring yourself forward into a plank as you inhale. This time, make sure your hands are wide enough. You're going to, I still can't say it. You're going to tap the chest to the ball. Inhale, come back into your plank. And then as you exhale, come back into the feet. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, ball to the floor. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Let's see if I can do it this time. Exhale, chest tap. Inhale, plank. Exhale, send the weight back into the feet, forward fold. Inhale, lift that ball up, squeeze on it, engage the chest, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Roll that ball forward. Inhale, plank pose. As you exhale, push up. That would have been a much easier way to say it. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your chest, squeeze the ball in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shoot forward to plank. Exhale, tap the chest. Inhale to plank. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do 3 more here. Inhale, chest, squeeze the ball. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, tap the chest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, tap. Inhale, plank. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, forward. Exhale, push up. Inhale, plank. Exhale it back. Come all the way up to standing. You're going to scoot yourself to the middle of the bosu if you're using it. Weight is going to be in your left foot. So ground down through your left foot. We're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do it one-legged, so it's way harder. So take a nice deep inhale, grow tall through the spine. As you exhale, come through your warrior three. It's almost a standing split, but the ball will hit the floor. You're going to roll that ball forward, come forward into a single leg plank. We're going to hold here for the first one. So find your balance point. If you're using a bosu ball, you might have to scoot your foot forward, back, hands forward, back, see where you need to be. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, everybody, right knee, right elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale it back. We'll do 3 more. And then we're going to come all the way back. So come back via your standing split variation. Come through your warrior three all the way to standing with the right knee to the chest. We'll go again. Take a nice deep inhale. Grow tall. As you exhale, the ball will find the floor. Start to walk yourself forward into a single leg plank. Take an inhale. You could stay with the knee to the elbow. Otherwise, you could come into a single leg push up. Inhale, push it away. And then as you exhale, start to roll the ball back towards you. Inhale, come to stand on the left leg, right knee to chest. Exhale, ball finds the floor. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, knee to elbow or push up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand on the left leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, push up or knee tap. Inhale, plank. Exhale, forward fold. We'll take 2 more here. Take it at your own pace. Come all the way to standing, and we'll find our way to the other side. So ground down through the right foot, center of the bosu if you're using it. Left knee to chest, take an inhale. As you exhale, ball finds the floor. Walk yourself forward into that single leg plank. Make any adjustments you need to make here. We'll hold here for several more breaths. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, tap the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back. We'll take 3 more here. Send the left leg back. Start to roll yourself back towards your right foot. As you inhale, come all the way to stand on the right foot. Exhale, ball finds the floor. Inhale, walk it forward, single leg plank. As you exhale, you can go knee to elbow or push up. Inhale to just plank. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, chest tap or elbow tap. Inhale to plank. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, take your transition. Inhale to plank. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, come to stand. We'll do 2 more on this side. And then bring it all the way up. We're going to change positions, give those wrists a little bit of a break. So we're going to come to sit on the ball. If you want to add weights to this, you're going to grab a set of weights. If you don't, then don't. So make sure you're far enough away from the bosu ball if you're using it. You're going to sit to the edge of your ball. Roll down your ball so that your shoulders and your head are supported, but your lower back and your lower ribs are floating off the ball. Your feet are on the bosu ball like a bridge. Your weights are in your hands. Take your hands up towards the sky, whether you're using weights or not. Take an inhale. You're going to lower the right elbow wide, almost like you're coming into a goalpost, and then as you exhale, press it up to the sky. So it's like a chest press. As you inhale, lower the left arm, and then as you exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower right. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower left. Exhale, press it up. We're going to do 8 more on each side. If you're not using a bosu and you want to make this harder, then you can move the opposite arm and the opposite leg. So one foot will be off the floor as you move the opposite arm. One more each side. You're going to bring those weights to the heart center. Start to roll yourself up and then slowly step yourself off the bosu ball. Bring yourself all the way up to seated. Scoot yourself forward so that you can sit your feet on the bosu ball and still be sitting on the ball. So now our feet are on an unstable surface. Once again, weights if you want them, leave them if you don't. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to start by twisting towards the right, palms face out as you press them up to the sky. Try not to side bend through the waist. And then as you inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, palms face towards the front, twist to the left, press the arms up and overhead. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist right, press. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left, press. Inhale through center. We do 8 more in total. Try not to tuck that ball underneath you, so try not to round through your lower back, and try not to bend through one side of your waist. So when you twist, try not to shoot that hip out to the side. We'll do 6 more. Last one here. And then come back through center. We're going to come back to that high bridge pose. So make your way to the front edge of your ball. Walk yourself out. Feet on the bosu. Back of the shoulders are support and the head are supported on the ball, but your lower body is free of the ball. Bring your hands up in front of you. This time your palms are going to face each other. Really similar movement to before, except we're going to go out this time. So chest fly. As you inhale, your right arm will move to the right, press down through your left foot. And then as you exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, take that left arm out to the left, press down through the right foot. And then exhale, bring it back to center. Same thing as before. If you're not using a bosu and you want to make this harder, you can try alternating leg lifts or heel lifts as you do the movement with your arms. We're going to do 8 more on each side. One more each side. Bring those weights to the chest, start to roll yourself up, and then safely step off your bosu. You're going to scoot yourself closer to the bosu again, not quite as close as last time. We're going to roll down halfway. So this time, your lower back is going to be supported on the ball, and maybe your lower ribs, but your upper body is free. We're going to start with 2 weights here. So your feet can be on the front side of the bosu a little bit, so it's tilting towards you. It's going to make this a little bit easier to balance. Sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to take your right hand, you're going to shoot it over to the left side of your mat like you're doing a punch towards the left corner of the room. And then inhale, bring it back through center. Exhale, left hand punches towards the top right hand corner of the room. Inhale through center. Exhale, punch with the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, punch with the left. Inhale through center. So play around here and find a position that feels sufficiently challenging for you. So you might have to move higher or lower on the ball. You might have to change your feet on the bosu. Find what works the best for you. We're going to do 6 more to each side. And then you'll slowly walk yourself back up again. We're going to come one more time into that high bridge pose. So scoot yourself back a little bit, front edge of the ball, walk yourself forward so that the back of your head and your shoulders are supported on the ball. Bring those weights up towards the sky. This time we're going to reach overhead. So you're going to face your palms towards your feet. As you inhale, you're going to reach your left arm up and overhead. And then as you exhale, use your lat, like your pull-up muscles or your paddling muscles, to bring that arm back above your head. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead. And then exhale, bring it back above your face. Again, if you're not using the bosu and you want to make this harder, you'll extend the opposite leg and then bring it back to tabletop as you move the arm. And you could also do that if you're on the bosu as well. You just want your feet to be really close to the center of the bosu. I'm going to go for 5 more here. One more on each. Bring those weights to the chest. Start to walk yourself all the way back up. I had a plan of where I was going with this and I've completely forgotten. You're going to drop one of those weights. Bring yourself a little bit closer to the bosu. We're going to come back into that sit-up position. So you're going to roll yourself down so that your lower back is supported on the bosu. Bring your feet up onto, your lower back is supported on the ball. Bring your feet onto the bosu. You're going to take your weight in one hand. The further out to the side it is, the harder this will be. You're going to take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you'll pass it to the other hand. Catch your balance. Inhale, pass it. Exhale, pass it. So you can make this a pass or you can make it a toss. Obviously, if you toss the weight, there's an extra element of coordination and having to catch and stabilize momentum. So you take that to where you want to go. We do 6 more in each direction. and then you'll slowly bring it all the way up. We're going to change gears again. I'm just going to move the bosu again so that I'm not going down a hill. You're going to be standing on the bosu if you're using it. If you're not, the ball is just going to be behind you. If you want weights, you're going to grab them, one in each hand. We're going to ground down through our left foot, and the ball is going to be underneath our right foot behind us. So we're going to start with just the legs, and then we'll add the arms. So as you inhale, you'll bend the left knee, bring the chest forward, send the ball back behind you, come into your lunge. And then as you exhale, press through the left foot, come to stand. Inhale, hips back, chest forward, bend the knee. Exhale, press to stand. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll add the arms. Last one. You can stay like this. Otherwise, you're going to inhale, lower. As you're down there, as you exhale, you'll take the right arm on a 45-degree angle in front of you. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, lower. Exhale to stand. We're going to do 5 more like that. Inhale into your lunge. Hold it. As you exhale, right arm. Inhale, down. Exhale, left arm. Inhale it down. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right arm. Inhale, down. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, down. Exhale, both. 2 more. How's that leg feeling? Okay, we're going to do both arms at the same time. Take a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath out. As you inhale, lower down. As you exhale, both arms shoot out in front of you at a 45. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. We're just going to do 4 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, pause. Inhale, arms down. Exhale to stand. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, arms. Inhale, release. Exhale to stand. Last 2. And then we'll change it to the other side. So now our right foot is going to be down. The ball will be underneath our left foot. Find your positioning, hips square evenly to the front of your space. As you inhale, you'll come down, send the chest forward, hips back, bend the right knee. Exhale, press to stand. Make sure you're comfortable with your positioning with the ball and the bosu. We'll do 3 more just like this, and then we'll add the arms. Now we'll add the arms. So you inhale, come down. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right arm. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale it down. I'm coming out on a 45-degree angle with the left. Inhale it down. Exhale, right. Inhale it down. Exhale, press to stand. You can do 3 more on your own. Last one here. Whew, press to stand. We're going to do 5 with both arms moving. Take an inhale, send the left leg back. As you exhale, both arms come up, pause. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, come into your lunge. Exhale the arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to stand. 3 more here. and release. We're going to drop the weights off to one side. We're going to keep with our single leg theme. We're going to come back into a warrior three. So your hands are going to be holding the ball. You're going to be holding the ball in your hands. I'm sure there's a better way to word that. You're going to come to stand on your left leg. We're going to come into a warrior three. I have an ant crawling on me, but I can't see where it is. You're going to come into a warrior three. Reach those hands in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to do a double squeeze on that ball. And then inhale, come to stand. As you exhale, hinge forward, double squeeze. Inhale, come to stand. We're just going to do 3 more like this. I'm going to give you the option to add on. Last one like this, double squeeze. Inhale, come to stand. You can stay like that. Otherwise, you'll hinge forward, drop the ball, catch it, come all the way to stand. Come forward, drop, catch, come all the way to stand. So when you catch that ball, give it a squeeze as hard as you can, as if you want to pop it when you catch it. We're going to do 7 more. The last one. We're going to stay standing on our left leg. You're going to bring your right knee up and towards your chest. Hopefully my ball doesn't bounce away from me. My floor underneath me is very uneven, so it could be interesting. You're going to turn towards the right, so turn towards your bent knee. You're going to bounce your ball and see if you can catch it. Keep this position. Bounce your ball, see if you can catch it. So you're keeping the twist. You twist as far as you can. We're going to go for 6 more here. Last one. And then we'll switch it to the other side. So you'll ground down through your right foot. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you'll hinge forward into your warrior three. Give a double squeeze on that ball out in front of you. And then inhale, come all the way to standing, left knee to chest. As you exhale, warrior three, double pump. Inhale, come to stand. 3 more like this, and then we've got the option for the drop and catch. Last one. You'll come to standing, option to stay exactly as you are. Otherwise, you'll exhale, warrior three, drop, catch, squeeze as you catch, and then inhale, come to center. Bring it down, drop, catch, really squeeze it. The squeeze is where the work is in the arms. You should feel your shoulders really, really working here. We've got 6 more. One more. You're going to come to standing. Draw that left knee towards the chest. You're going to twist to the left. You're going to drop that ball off to the left and then catch it. Drop, catch. We'll do 8 more. One more. And then come back to standing. How do those arms feel? All right. We're going to come into some plank work with the ball and the bosu if you're using it. So if you're not using the bosu, then obviously just ignore everything that I say about the bosu. Otherwise, your hands are going to come to the bosu and your feet are going to come to the ball. Shins on the ball is easier. Feet or toes on the ball, toes tucked under like a regular plank, is going to be harder. Wherever you're going, find your plank foundations. Take an inhale, take an exhale. As you inhale, you're going to tap your right toes to the floor, and then as you exhale, pick them back up. Inhale, tap your left toes to the floor, and then exhale, pick them back up. So make this a slow movement. Take your whole inhale to get down. It's a light tap, and then as you exhale, take the whole exhale to get back up. Inhale left, and then exhale it up. We do 8 more on each side, nice and slow. One more each side. And then step off the ball. Give your wrists a little bit of a shake. We're going to turn this around. So now your feet will be on the floor or the bosu, and your hands will be on the ball. If you're on the bosu and you're going to move your legs, make sure that your feet are pretty well towards the center of your bosu and next to each other, because otherwise when you lift one leg, you'll just kilter to one side. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, right knee is going to come towards the right elbow. And then inhale, you'll send it back to plank. As you exhale, left knee will come towards the left elbow. Inhale to plank. Exhale the right. Inhale to plank. Exhale the left. Inhale to plank. Do 8 more on each side. Oops. One more each side. And then slowly release it. We're going to give those wrists a break. You can send your ball off to the side for a moment. If you're using a bosu, you'll come to stand on it and you'll grab your weights. If you're not using a bosu, then you'll just grab your weights or water bottles or use your body. Left leg is going to be down. We're going to come into a crescent lunge. So hop that right foot back. As you inhale, you're going to see if you can dip your right knee to the floor. And then as you exhale, you'll come to stand on the left leg, right knee to chest. Inhale, we'll come into our warrior 3. As we exhale, right arm comes out to the side, palm down, reverse fly. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm comes to the side, reverse fly. Inhale, center. Exhale, come back to stand on the left leg. Inhale, we come back into that lunge. See if you can tap the right knee to the floor. As you exhale, try and send your weight up evenly. So try not to side bend from one side to the other. Inhale, come into your warrior 3. As you exhale, right arm out. Inhale it down. Exhale, left arm. Inhale it down. Exhale to stand. Inhale back to your lunge. Tap your knee. Exhale, come up to stand. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, stand. Inhale, tap that knee. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale to stand. We're going to do 4 more on your own. This is our last one. My left leg is on fire. And then bring it up to standing. Shake out that left leg, and we're going to take it to the other side. So ground down through your right foot. You're going to start by coming into a lunge. So that left leg will step back. As you inhale, tap the knee to the floor. As you exhale, try not to shift your weight or curl through one side of the waist or the other as you come to stand. Inhale, warrior three. Same thing. Lengthen through both sides of the waist. Send both hips back evenly. As you exhale, left arm comes out. Inhale it in. Exhale, right arm comes out. Inhale it in. Exhale to stand. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, stand. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale to stand. You'll do 6 more. Last one here. And then set it down. We're going to come back to some more plank work. So we're going to start, sweating. We're going to start with our hands on the ball. Our hands on the bosu and our feet on the ball. Excuse me. So same thing as before. Toes will be harder. shins will be easier. So we're going to do a cross body tap. So you're going to lift your right leg, take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can bring that right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Take your whole exhale to bring your left knee to your right elbow. And then inhale, send it back. Exhale, cross. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, cross. Inhale, send it back. We'll do 8 more on each side. We're on the home stretch. One more each side. And then bring it up and give it a little shake. We're going to take it over to the other side. So if you're using the bosu, now your feet will be on the bosu. And we're going to come down onto our forearms. So situate your forearms. If you're coming onto the bosu, you want one foot on either side of that little circle in the middle of the bosu. So a little bit hard to situate yourself. You might have to come down onto your knees. And then everybody will find themselves in a forearm plank. So you're going to stabilize through your lower body. As you inhale, it's like your fingertips are trying to poke the front of the room. And then exhale, draw your elbows back towards you. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring it back. So this is like a saw. We're going to do 6 more. And then set it down. All right, we're going to come back up to standing. So grab your weights if you want to use them. You're going to stand on your left leg facing the long end of the mat. The ball is going to come under the right foot. We're coming into lateral lunges. So the side of your right foot is going to be on the ball. If you're holding weights, I'm going to take both of my weights into my right hand. Left hip comes back. Bend the knee as you bring the chest forward. That right leg will slide away from you a little bit, but not as much as when you do those other lunges. As you exhale, you're going to do a row here. So your elbow will come wide. Inhale, release it. Exhale, press to stand, weights to the shoulders, and then press them up overhead. Inhale, come down into that lunge. Exhale to row. Inhale, release. Exhale, one fluid movement, come to stand. Press those weights overhead. Obviously, the faster you do it, the more you got to stabilize. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, row. Inhale, release. Exhale, stand. Press. We've got 7 more on this side. Come here. My husband's leaving the house and my dog is freaking out. Last one on this side. And then bring it down and we'll take it to the other side. So I'm just going to switch myself around so that you can see me. You're going to stand on your right leg. Your left foot will be on the ball. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. If you're using weights, one or both of them will be in your left hand. Not feel good. I'm going to end up on my face. Funny for you, not funny for me. Okay, we're going to come into that lateral lunge. So you'll inhale, send the hips back, bend the right knee. As you exhale, you'll row. That elbow's coming wide. Inhale, release it. Exhale, press to stand. Weights to the shoulder, press them up overhead. Inhale, come all the way back down. Exhale, wide row. Inhale, release. Exhale, press it up to stand. We're going to do 8 more. Oh, puppy, he's going to come home. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to do one more here. And then we'll slowly bring it down. Okay. We're going to set up for some floor work. So we're going to start with some ab work and then we'll finish with some bridges. So you're going to, if you're using a bosu, you're going to set it squishy side up. You're going to grab your weights if you're using them. Everybody's going to come into a V sit. So your options are to keep your heels on the floor. One heel could lift into tabletop and you could alternate here. Otherwise, both feet can lift into tabletop. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, that weight is going to come behind your head. It's like you're drawing a halo. Circle it around. Inhale, back to center. And we'll change directions. Exhale, circle it around. Inhale, back to center. Don't be afraid of wobbling. Wobbling is fine. Don't give up. Don't be really rigid. And learn to catch your balance. That's the challenge here. I don't need you to be in a perfect still shape. I need your body to learn how to move and how to stabilize and how to catch itself. Ooh, I don't know what that was. We're going to do 6 more. One more on each side. And then come back to center. You're going to grab one weight in each hand. Or again, you can go body weight. We're going to come back into that V position. Same options. 1 foot floating, 2 foot floating, no feet floating. You're going to reach your hands out in front of you. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to keep my feet down with weights. As you exhale, you're going to reach that right arm back behind you. Twist, option to float that right leg up as you go. Inhale, come back to center. Maybe your leg's floating the whole time. Exhale, twist left. Reach that left arm back. Option to float that left leg. Inhale and bring it back to center. Try and keep even weight through both sides of your pelvis as much as you can. Twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale through center. We do 4 more on each side. One more each side. And then bring it through center. We're going to set ourselves up for some bridge work. So if you're using the bosu, you have the option to bring your upper back onto the ball, onto the bosu ball. And then your feet, wherever you're going, will be on the regular ball. If you would like to add some weights to this, grab them. They will be in your hands. And see how we go with this angle. So you're going to bridge yourself up. Both feet are on the ball. Get rid of this clip. Lots of complications today. So, whew, this is hard on the bosu ball as well. So bridge your hips up. We're going to start by just holding. If you're not using weights, you'll just reach your arms overhead. If you're using your weights, you're going to inhale, bend your elbows, and then exhale, straighten. I need to get my balance. Inhale, you'll bend your elbows, and then you'll exhale, straighten. We'll do 8 more here. And then you'll slowly bring it down. Well, that was difficult. We're going to ditch those weights. I mean, you can keep them if you want to. If you want to keep them, they'll be reaching up towards the sky. I'm going to bring my hands down to help me a little bit because I feel like I might stack it on this one. You're going to come back up into your bridge. As you inhale, you're going to straighten your legs out. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull the ball in towards you. Hamstring curl. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, hamstring curl. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to curl. We're going to go for 7 more here. One more. And then you'll bring it down. Give yourself a little hamstring stretch. We are going to come back into one more bridge. This time we're going to keep our legs long. So same options as before. You can have a weight and reach it overhead. You could reach your arms overhead, or you could reach your hands by your side. You're going to keep your legs long, but come up into that bridge pose. Take your feet pretty close together because we're going to lift one foot off and tap it down. So take an inhale. You're going to lift your right foot, tap it to the floor, and then exhale, bring it back to the ball. Inhale, take your left foot, tap it to the floor. Exhale, bring it back to the ball. Obviously, no hands on the floor is going to be way, way harder. We're going to do 6 more on each side. Relax your neck. One more each side. And then slowly roll it down. We're going to finish up with one last ab move. So this is actually going to be a little bit easier if you're on the bosu, simply because it gives you height. But you could do this on the floor and come into it more like a teaser, or you could prop yourself up on something like the edge of a couch. So you're going to come into a V set. Your knees are going to start bent. You're going to take an inhale. You're going to press the ball away from you. And then your exhale, you'll bring it in. Inhale, press away. Exhale, bring it in. We do 3 more like this. Then we're going to lift one leg. So as you inhale, Your left knee draws to the chest, right leg goes long. And then exhale, switch. The left leg will shoot above the ball. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, shoot it out. 3 more this side. Switch it out. Left foot to the ball. Bring the left knee towards you. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Ooh, hip flexors. 3 more on this side. And then release. We're going to take a little stretch. So if you've got a bosu, you're just going to ditch it off to the side, get it out of your way. Bring your ball in front of you. You'll be on your knees. You'll put your palms on the ball. As you inhale, roll that ball away from you. Hips stay above the knees. It's like a puppy pose. And then as you exhale, press into the ball, start to round your spine, roll up just until you get your fingertips to the ball. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. And then you'll release it. So as you inhale, you'll start to slowly roll it back out again, almost like you're coming into a cow belly breath. And then as you exhale, press into the ball, engage your lats, round it all the way up. Just 2 more here. You'll roll that ball all the way into you. You could come and sit on the floor and ditch the ball. Otherwise, we're going to come and sit on top of the ball, and we're going to come into a figure 4. So ground down through your left leg, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then you'll just start to fold forward. And then release it, and you'll come to the other side. You'll release it. You'll send both legs out in front of you. We're going to come into a hamstring stretch. Straighten out through the legs, draw the toes up towards you, and then just fold over your legs. Reach as far as you can, and then let your upper body be really, really heavy here. You can bend your knees as much as you need to make this feel accessible. And then you ground down through the feet. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. If there's any other movements or stretches you feel like you need to take to make your practice complete, please feel free to do that. Otherwise, thank you so much for practicing with me. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.